Chapter 22. I bolt toward the recreation center hallway, Pete still right on my heels. A split second later, the clacks of Mom's feet as she races after us echo in the corridor, louder than mine and Pete's. I dash down the short recreation center hall, rush around the corner. There's no way Pete and I can go to the backup utility closet now. It'd take too long to call the elevator, much less get inside and make an escape. A thunderous gunshot rings out, immediately followed by a clang off the metal wall right behind Pete and me at the corner. Crud. I dash into the cafeteria and squat slightly as I rush along one of the aisles of tables, heading toward the counter, trying to stay out of view. I'm vaguely aware I don't hear any more footsteps behind me as I whip around the corner of the counter and stop, staying hunched down. I strain my ears. Still nothing. Now what? What's going on? My heart's beating so fast and hard it feels like a huge hole is going to rupture in it any second. My body not just an electric line anymore, it's an entire substation. Pure adrenaline pounding through it. This is the end for both of you now, Mom says from what sounds like the cafeteria entrance. You're sitting ducks in here. In this whole facility, really. You might as well just come out and accept your fate. There's simply no escape. Well, actually, there is. The backup exit in the utility closet. If only Pete and I can get there somehow without Mom knowing. Come to think of it, where is Pete? He's not back here with me. I also can't help but notice the silverware drawer is still partly open above me. I reach a hand up and grab whatever I can as quickly and quietly as possible. It doesn't matter what type of utensil, really, as the knives are regular, somewhat dull ones anyway, unfortunately. Not exactly sharp steak or butcher knives, but something is better than nothing, of course. I come away with a few utensils, then crawl along the side of the counter and peek around it. Mom's slowly walking down the cafeteria's main aisle now, constantly swiveling her head from side to side, gun at the ready. I can see Pete now, too. He's in the middle of the room, hunched along the side of one of the two vending machines on the left wall, out of Mom's view, but not for long. Crud. Crud, crud, crud. He's a sitting duck there. She's going to spot him in any second. She starts turning her head in his direction as she's passing the vending machine. So, being sure to stay hunched and out of sight, I heave one of the utensils to her other side. It clatters off in that direction, and she yanks her head toward it. As she does, Pete slinks out from behind the side of the vending machine and tiptoes quickly toward the double doors. Yes! He's safe. And hopefully he can make it to the backup exit and get the heck out of this godforsaken facility. Ah, behind the counter, eh? Mom croons as she swivels her head back in my direction. I should have guessed. And whoever threw that, you're a horrible shot. Must have been Pete, huh? She starts heading toward the counter faster now, the clanks of her feet mirroring her speed. Crud, she's going to be here any second, and I'll have no place to hide. Only one thing to do. I pop my head up and throw my entire handful of utensils at her as hard as I can. She leaps to the side, dodging most of them, and actually managed to block one with her gun. I duck back down as she re-aims her pistol. A deafening shot rings out, the bullet ricocheting off the side of a microwave on the counter above me. Nice try, sweetheart, but cutlery won't cut it. I scramble as fast and quietly as I can toward the opposite end of the counter as Mom's pace picks up again. Then I burst out from it along a row of tables. She whips her head in my direction and fires again. The bullet whips past my ear and clangs into the metal wall behind me. I squat just below a table as another shot rings out, the bullet also clanging into the wall right above and behind me. Shoot, I'm totally trapped. She's too close for me to run to the next table, and she's quickly closing the gap. I stay crouched behind the table, my mind a giant white blur. There's nowhere for me to go. Nothing I can do. It's over. It's all over. Goodbye, Sandy, Mom says. You were always my favorite. I scrunch my eyes shut and wait for the end.